a meditative reflection on the silent cycle of being. Yesterday's sunlight, now a dewdrop resting quietly on the grass. Just like us, reborn in each weary breath. A single ray dissolves into night, only to return softly as a shimmer at dawn. A life ends, only to begin again in a different shape. That line, it drifts like a wisp of smoke, floating gently through an autumn sky. It brushes against something wordless, a knowing that nothing ever truly begins and nothing ever really ends. I once stood beneath a Bodhi tree behind a quiet temple on a crisp late afternoon. A leaf spun slowly in the wind and my heart fell still. That leaf was not dying, it was whispering, a soft message from a turning wheel. It didn't fall like something defeated, it returned to the earth, like karma closing a gentle circle, becoming dark soil, nourishing new life. It wasn't an ending, it was a doorway, just like our lives. After failure, heartbreak, or loss, we begin again. In a new form, a new season, but often with the same old tendencies, still clinging. The way doesn't go straight, it doesn't climb, it curves, it spirals, it flows, stops when it must, and returns when the time is right. When something reaches its extreme, it turns. That is the law of the universe. Impermanence, the breath of Samsara. What spins away must one day come home. We are born, we grow, we age, we die. But death is not the end. It's just another turning in the quiet wheel of karma and consciousness. In Buddhism, rebirth is not a divine command. It's the natural echo of our own choices, of action, speech, and thought. They carry us through 6 realms: devas, asuras, humans, animals, hungry ghosts, and hells. You don't have to wait for the next life to be reborn. We live 1,000 lives in just one day. Peaceful like a god in the morning, fierce and jealous like an asura by noon, and lost in craving like a hungry ghost by night. Samsara isn't somewhere else. It's here. In every restless thought, in every emotion we refuse to look into, a single spark of greed, and we're already spinning. One harsh judgment, one blind attachment, and the soul begins to wander. As long as the mind runs, the body follows. As long as we cling, we drift. And so we pass through 1,000 forms, carrying old patterns, unhealed wounds, forgotten pain. But here's the miracle. Samsara is not a punishment. It's an invitation. An invitation to return, to begin again, to see what we once missed. That falling leaf wasn't an end. It was a soul turning back. Not falling to disappear, but to transform. To become earth, to feed the root, to rise again as a leaf once more. Science calls this the cycle of matter. Nothing is truly lost, only changed. Physicist Niels Bohr once said, "The most stable motion in nature is circular." Planets, atoms, even the quiet beating of your heart, all moving in silent loops. Even light, which seems to travel in a line, curves when passing through warped space. Perhaps the universe itself is learning to return, to stop forcing forward, to learn the way back. I used to believe life was about going higher, farther, achieving more. But slowly I've come to see, life is about returning, understanding, letting go, coming back to the original heart, coming back to stillness, to the silence that has always been there. In meditation, we're not reaching upward, we're simply sitting and coming home to the breath. Each time we drift is a small death. Each time we return, a quiet rebirth. We spend lifetimes only to learn this one thing. You can't outrun yourself. Only by turning inward do we find release. The wise are not those who push forward, but those who know when to stop. Not because they've lost, but because they've seen enough. They see that the farther you chase, the heavier your illusions. The faster you run, the further from the way. And then one day, you sit, you breathe, you let everything go, and feel a quiet emptiness, as full as the moon. That is when the wheel stops. No more birth, no more death, no more going, no more returning. You become part of the way itself, formless, boundaryless, just a breath on the wind. A step that leaves no trace, a perfect circle on still water. You are silent and infinite.